guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I learned to compose relaxing music. Let's get started. I decided to start learning how to make relaxing music because it wasn't really something I was great at. I more liked making epic orchestrals, or jazz, or even hip-hop. But I challenged myself to write music which people would find relaxing and calming to listen to. I started off with what I call the Simple Composer's Checklist. Now this checklist is really useful no matter what type of music you are trying to design. I use this checklist when creating jazz and other videos, and it was really helpful, so I thought, why not use it for this too? And now that I had a vague idea of what I was doing, I started to form the simple idea of the piece. If you look at relaxation videos on the internet today, you'll find quite a lot of them show a forest in the background or some sort of greenery. So I decided to make my piece the theme for a forest. I picked a simple C minor for my key and 4/4 time. Now that I had a basic idea of what I was doing, I could move on to the second part, researching. I had a look online and found some soundtracks from forest video games or forest levels. And I found quite a few soundtracks which really helped me create my own forest music. Here are some examples. This theme is called Lost Woods from Breath of the Wild. I really liked the atmosphere, the strings, and the wind instruments made, so I took note of that. This second song is called Whispering Woods from Paper Mario. I really liked the way the piano portrayed the melody and the pizzicato strings played in the background, so I took note of that too. Now I was ready to move on to composing the song. At first I was stuck with ideas because I really just didn't have a plan of the melody I was going to use. But then I had the perfect idea: piracy. But don't worry, I didn't steal anyone else's music. You might have seen that 3 months ago I composed another original piece called Harvest Song, and I kind of stole the tune from that, a little. You can see here, if I compare the two songs, this is what the first verse of Harvest Song sounds like. And this is what the first verse of my relaxing piece sounded like. You may see a bit of similarity between the two. I then went on to compose the second verse, a slightly changed version of the first verse, and then the third and the fourth verse. And I was done. I had now composed the song's melody, but I was still far from done from creating the rest of the song. I'd made the piano part, but I still wanted this to be a fully orchestrated piece, so I had to write all the other instruments' parts. I decided to add a bass instrument which would play low and deep notes to really create an atmosphere in the piece. I then added some quiet strings and voice instruments in the background. Lastly, I added some drums, a guitar, and a flute to play alongside the melody. I was then ready to record. I recorded all the layers on my keyboard, then mashed them together and did some last few bits of sound editing. I then sent the recordings from my keyboard to my computer and did a second batch of sound editing. With the sound recorded and edited, I was now ready to move on to creating the video of my clip. I used 3 programs to help with my editing: Canva, Waveform, and VSDC Editor. These are all super helpful and they're all free, so if you ever feel like making music videos, these would be the best options to use. I found some photographers over the internet who happily gave me some clips of forests to use in my video. With all the video and audio clips I needed, it was not long until I'd finished my video. I think overall it turned out pretty well, but it wasn't super great because it was my first original relaxing piece. You can find it right here, or in a link in the description below. But that's all for today's video, and thanks for watching.